Welcome to epictalesuniverse, where we walk the silent paths of forgotten belief and listen to the stories whispered by ancient flame. If you find beauty in the sacred and wonder in the old, please like this video, share it with those who listen with their hearts, and subscribe to keep the fire alive. There are some stories that flicker like candles, bright for a moment, then lost to wind and time. And there are others, stories that burn, that endure, that pass from one soul to the next like a torch in the night. This is one of those stories. It begins in the cradle of the ancient world, in the highlands and wide skies of ancient Persia. Here, thousands of years ago, before the pyramids had faded, before the prophets of later times spoke their truths, a man named Zarathustra walked the earth. In Greek, he is known as Zoroaster. His words would ignite one of the oldest monotheistic beliefs in the world, a faith centered not on fear, nor conquest, nor chaos, but on light, on truth, on the eternal dance between shadow and flame. He spoke of Ahura Mazda, the wise Lord, the creator of all that is good. He spoke of a cosmic struggle between light and darkness, between Asha, the divine order, and Druj, the lie. This was not a war of swords and kingdoms. It was a war of choices. Every thought, every deed, every whisper of the soul played its part in this battle. Every human life was a flame in the dark. To Zoroaster, the world was a place of moral clarity, where fire was not just warmth, but sacred, a symbol of divine truth, a visible presence of the invisible light. And so the people built temples of fire, altars of stone where the flames were lit, not to be extinguished, not for a single day. These were no ordinary flames. They were fed with sandalwood, with prayer, with purpose. They were tended without pause, by priests who lived by purity and devotion. Some of these sacred fires have burned for more than 1,000 years. Even now, in the quiet city of Yazd in Iran, behind a simple doorway, the Atash Behram, the highest grade of sacred fire, burns on. It is said to have been kept alight since the 5th century. No wind, no war, no forgetting has silenced it. And in the far lands of India, in the city of Navsari and Udvada, the Parsis, descendants of Zoroastrians who fled Persia after the Islamic conquests, still tend to their fire temples, still whisper the sacred mantras, still live by the words of the ancient prophet. But who was Zoroaster? He was not a king, not a warrior, not a builder of empires. He was a seeker. He was born into a world of many gods, many spirits, and rituals passed down in shadow. But within him stirred a fire that asked for clarity. He questioned, he wandered, and in solitude he received a vision. Ahura Mazda, the wise Lord, revealed to him the truth, that there is one creator of all that is good, that light is not the opposite of darkness, it is its cure. Zoroaster taught that the world is not doomed, but redeemable, that every human being has free will, and through good thoughts, good words, and good deeds we can tip the balance toward light. He did not call for temples of gold or armies of conquest. He called for the inner flame to awaken. He was met with resistance, as all true prophets are. The priests of the old gods, the lords of superstition, the rulers of fear, they cast him out. They ridiculed him. For 10 long years, no one listened. But the fire within him did not fade. Eventually, a king listened and believed. And from there, his teachings spread, from the peaks of Persia to the heart of empires. At its height, Zoroastrianism was the state religion of the Achaemenid Empire, the same empire of Cyrus the Great, who freed the Jews from Babylon and is honored in biblical texts. It influenced the world more deeply than many know. Concepts such as heaven and hell, the final judgment, a savior figure, free will, and the cosmic battle between good and evil, all of these found voice first in the teachings of Zoroaster. And yet, with time, even fire can be forgotten. With the rise of other empires, other beliefs, and the tides of conquest, Zoroastrianism began to fade. Mosques replaced fire temples. The sacred language was no longer spoken aloud. Followers dwindled, scattered, and survived quietly in hidden places. But the flame never went out. In hidden homes, in secret sanctuaries, the fire was kept, passed from hand to hand, generation to generation. Today, the Zoroastrian community is small, but unbroken. In Iran, in India, and in distant corners of the world, they still light their lamps, still recite the Gathas, the hymns of Zoroaster, still speak the words, Hamada, Hukta, Farshta, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. And perhaps, in a world clouded by noise, their quiet fire speaks louder than ever. It reminds us that light is not a shout. It is a presence. That truth is not always vast, it is steady. And that no matter how dark the world may seem, as long as even one flame remains, the night cannot win. Zoroaster did not ask us to worship fire. He asked us to remember that the divine lives within the fire, and within each of us. So next time you light a candle, or sit beside a flame, or see the sun rise in silence, know that you are not alone. You are part of something ancient, something luminous, something sacred. Thank you for walking with us in Epictales universe. If this story warmed your heart, if the fire of Zoroaster touched your spirit, please like this video, share it with those who still carry light, and subscribe for more sacred stories waiting to be remembered. Let us keep the flame alive, together.